Hey there, business owners. Do you ever feel like you're constantly putting out fires or reinventing the wheel for routine tasks? Well, today we're going to talk about something that can save you time, reduce stress, and help you run your business like a well-oiled machine. That is standard operating procedures. If you've never heard of an SOP before, don't worry. I will start by explaining the context. Then I will show you how you can set up your very own SOP library in Notion. I'm Taina Pereenniemi, founder of a leading Notion certified agency, specialized in helping entrepreneurs and startups build systems on Notion. So, what are SOPs? SOP is short for Standard Operating Procedure. It is simply a set of step-by-step instructions to help your team members carry out routine operations. These procedures aim to achieve efficiency, quality output, and uniformity of performance while reducing miscommunication. You might be wondering, why should I spend time creating SOPs? Well, let me give you a few reasons. First, SOPs help ensure consistency. When everyone follows the same process, you get consistent results. This is especially important for maintaining quality and ensuring customer satisfaction. Second, they are great for training. Instead of spending hours explaining each task to a new employee, you can just hand them an SOP. This not only saves time, but also ensures that everyone is trained to follow the same steps. Third, SOPs can help you improve productivity. By standardizing processes, you can identify inefficiencies and find ways to streamline your operations. And finally, they will help you with compliance. If you're in an industry with strict regulations, having SOPs ensures that you're meeting all the necessary standards. My favorite way to organize SOPs is using Notion because it's an easy-to-use tool that allows creating a standardized template for the SOPs and building a library to keep them organized and easily accessible for your team. Now, let me show you an example SOP library in Notion. Here we are in an example company workspace in Notion, and let's open the SOP library to show you what kind of template we will be building. So this is an example SOP library where you can organize all of your SOPs in one place. I will open one example SOP to show you the structure of the template. So each SOP has a title that describes what the process or procedure is about. Then there is a category, status. And to give a little bit more context, you can describe the goal of the SOP and the context of when and in what situations the process takes place. Then you can also assign the person who runs this process and is responsible for keeping the information here up to date. Also, there's a date field that automatically records the last date when the procedure was updated. Inside the page itself, the procedure is here step by step, and if you open any of these steps, you can write more details under each. There's also a button to add more steps to the process, as well as a placeholder for embedding a video explanation, such as a Loom video where you showcase on your screen what to do for this process. Finally, in the bottom of the template, we have a section for frequently asked questions. So for example, if there are often some special situations and your team might have questions how to handle these, you can add those into the FAQ section in the bottom. Then what comes to the actual library here, this first tab called By Category shows all of the active SOPs grouped by category. Then there's another tab showing them by status. And finally, there's one tab which shows only the SOPs that have been archived. All right, now let's get into the fun part, creating your own SOP template. First, if you haven't already, you will need to sign up for a Notion account and create a workspace for your business. Once you have that set up, you can start building your SOP template. Next, Dunstan from our team is going to show you the step-by-step on how to recreate the SOP library I showed you previously.
To create our SOP library, let's start by preparing a gallery database. Look for gallery in the bottom menu here and click Gallery. Let's name this gallery as SOP Library. Modify our icon here and add a cover. We can now then start editing the database in Gallery View. Let's name it as by category. Now, let's modify the layout of the database. Click Layout and change Card Preview to None. Let's toggle on Wrap All Properties. Let's change Open Pages in Side Pane. Let's go to Properties to add the properties of our database. We can delete the ones created by Notion. Now we can add new ones. Let's add a select property. Let's name this as status. And let's add the following options. First, archive. Second, up to date. Third, needs updating. And lastly, missed. Let's change the colors of these statuses so that it's easier to look at. Let's now add the person property and name this as responsible. Let's add a text property and name this as contact. Let's add another text property and name this as goal. Now let's add a last edited time property and rename this as last updated. Let's add one more select property and name this as category. Let's add the following options. Now that we have created the properties of the database, let's hide category, last updated, goal, context so that the cards are easier to look at. Now, let's create the template for our database. Go to the button here and select New Template. Let's add an icon and add a name for our SOP. Our SOP template will consist of 3 sections. For the very first section, let's create a heading 1 for our procedure section. Add a divider here and the toggle heading block below it. Let's open the toggle here and add a note. Let's duplicate this toggle heading block. So that it's easier to add more toggle heading blocks, let's add a button below this procedure section. Let's copy a toggle heading block in the setting for the button. Let's now proceed to the second section of the template. Let's name this section as Video Explanation. Below this, let's add a video embed. For the third section of our SOP template, let's add a heading for Frequently Asked Questions. Add a divider here and add a toggle heading block. Open the toggle heading block and add details. Now, let's duplicate this toggle heading block. Below the blocks, let's create a button so that it automatically creates a toggle heading block. Copy a toggle heading block and paste it inside the button settings. Let's make sure that the blocks are added above the bottom. After doing a final check on our SOP template, we can now delete the sample entries created in our database. After deleting the default entries, let's make sure that our template is the default one. Click the button here and click again the button here and set it as default. Let's add our own entries. Let's say this is SOP1, SOP2, our SOP3, and our SOP4. Let's group this database by category and set the filtering so that it hides the archived SOPs. Click Save for everyone. Now that we have finalized our first database view, let's duplicate this database view and create the second one. Let's rename this second database view as by status. Let's change the grouping so that all of our SOPs are by status. We can modify the properties so that the category is shown and the status here is hidden. Duplicate the original view again and rename this as archive. Let's change the filtering of this new database view so that only archived SOPs are shown. Click Save for everyone. Let's do a final check on our SOP library. Now, our SOP library is complete. Congratulations!
So, there you have it. A quick guide to creating and organizing your SOPs using Notion. Trust me, putting in the time to develop these procedures now will pay off in the long run. Your business will run smoother, your employees will be happier, and you'll have more time to focus on what's really important, growing your business. Now, would you like to turn Notion into a comprehensive management hub for your business? Not just for SOPs, but for keeping all your work and information organized in one place. Let's have a chat to see how we can create your custom management hub done for you to help you successfully scale your business and team. I've included in the description a link to book a free discovery call with me to discuss your needs in detail and to evaluate if we would be a good fit to work together. If you enjoyed the video, please don't forget to give us a thumbs up and do subscribe to our channel to get more Notion tutorials and tips for systemizing your business. Thank you for listening and happy organizing.